Hello, everyone. Good evening. I welcome all of you back to Makamas Hangout TV. If you're just joining us, this is NHTV. And with me in the studio, I've got my co-host, Peter Bello. And today we'll be talking about, we know, things happening in Nigeria, the crossroad, and the ethnic agitation. And with me, I've got Peter Bello. I want to say, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone for being part of the show, all of you that have been joining us. If you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please try as much as you can to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on our Facebook page. Yes, before we start the show, let's take a short break.
Welcome to Mackenba's Hangouts Online TV, where you can get unending, entertaining, educating, and informative content at your fingertips. Don't forget, at NHTV, we share ideas, stories, business tips, and help to promote your products and services. You can join our streams of subscribers and follow us on YouTube and Facebook today. Makemba's Hangout TV, making it possible.
Hello, welcome back to Makama's Hangouts TV. With me in the studio, it's Peter Bello, and tonight we'll be looking at Nigeria to crossroad and ethnic agitation. We all know what is happening in Nigeria right now. So many things are happening, and a lot of people are beginning to speak out. So, hello, Peter. Hello, Peter.
Hello, good evening, Ma.
Can you hear me? Good
Yeah, I can hear you.
evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm very good.
I can't see you on the screen. I can't seem to see. I can't find you on the screen. What's happening
Okay,
to
yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just right here.
We want to
Yeah,
see
good
your
evening.
face. You're at the back page. Yeah.
All
So
right.
how is today?
Well, bless God. Day has been nice. It's the World Health Day, so what to do? We're
Yeah, it's a
just
world.
taking good care of our health.
Yeah, it's World Health Day, and yeah, part of the show we'll be talking about that also, and because the president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, is in the United Kingdom for his medical, whatever as usual. We'll be
Yeah.
also discussing that tonight.
All
But
right.
tonight we'll be talking about some important people in our societies are beginning to speak out to air their views, things happening in Nigeria. People can't take it any longer. I've got a video to show you all tonight, but please, first of all, please, can you help us share this video wherever you are watching us from? Please share the video. Please share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yes, first of all, I want to play the video of Pastor ITUAH. We all know the pastor, ITUAH was a popular pastor in Nigeria some time ago. Was it sometime like last year? He lost the wife. He's come out to, you know, say so many things. I've got the video here to show you guys. I know most of you have seen it, but for the benefit of those that have not seen the video, I'm going to play the video tonight, and we're going to look into the video and probably, you know, pick one or two things from it. So just watch the video.
All right.
I don't know. Is the video playing?
It's not
If
playing
not,
from my end here.
Okay, let's see what. And I was playing a while ago. Don't know what the problem is. So I just want us to listen to what he said and pick one or two things from it because he said things that are really, really important, and I think we need to listen to him. Okay. It's not playing, right?
Yeah, it's not playing from this side.
Oh dear. What could the pro? Let's see. Okay, let's just see this. Let's take a short break.
Mastercraft on the beat.
That's an advert from Kilo Million store. It's an African store in the UK. So if you want anything you want, fruit, vegetables, whatever, just contact her and the details on the screen. Okay, welcome back.
All right.
Welcome back. Let's see now if our video can play. Probably let's take this don't know why we're having this problem now. Do you know what? Let's just go over to, because I have two videos here. I have
All
one
right.
for Madam Bridge, Anchor Bridge.
Okay.
You know, she's
All
an
right.
activist. Yeah, she also,
Mm-hmm.
made some important information. Let's see.
The circumstances under where one can become a police inspector general of police, whether it's by age or by service of years and all of that. And yet, with no disregard or disrespect to the person that the president has now named.
Is it still playing over there?
Yeah, I guess it stopped playing.
It stopped playing.
Maybe it's the network.
Yeah, I'm sure it's.
Technical issue.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll just go ahead and I'll try and see if I can bring the video on again. Yes.
Okay.
Today, Pastor ITUAH came out and said something very important, and a lot of people are, they all picked on that and they're beginning to speak on it. He said, "Let my people go." He came out to tell the people, the presidents and those. He said there's some group of people that, at the entrance door. That's the key to the gate. They own the gate and they are the, entrance of the gates. That are holding
Gatekeepers.
on to, yeah, gatekeepers that are holding on to Nigerians. That we have a lot of things in Nigeria, but then our leaders are not giving us the opportunity to make use of it. For hello,
Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you.
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello, Peter.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Go on.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you. Go on. Oh, I guess we lost her. Okay, so actually haven't watched the video. I would have really loved to watch the video so as to um drop my own opinion or view, but I hope we're able to get her back online so we can get to watch the video. All right, we should be having her back online very soon. And if you're watching, this is Macklemba's Hangout TV. You can help us by sharing the link to your friends and to your family member on Facebook and YouTube. So share the link so we can get people to watch this video. Okay, I guess you're back now, Mom.
Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can get the video back on the screen again.
The circumstances under
Okay.
where one can become
Okay.
a police inspector general of police, whether it's by age or by service
You can hear her
of
now, right?
years and all of
Yeah,
that.
you
And yes,
Yeah.
with no disregard or disrespect to the person.
Yeah, she's talking
That
about
the
the Inspector
president has
General of
now made
Police,
the
what
acting inspector
Buhari,
general of
his,
police.
and his
It
people
seems,
are
but looking at
doing
it,
in
it's
Nigeria.
definitely
All
partiality.
right.
The president once again has played that ethnicity card and has damned the consequences and really does not give a damn or a hoot about what Nigerians are saying. And so this is what is leading to the cry for a breakup of Nigeria. Because look, if you're not going to be good enough to serve in Nigeria, then you might as well not be part of Nigeria. And that is just the truth of the matter. And this is the problem that we have to face, and we have to solve this problem if we believe that Nigeria is a country that can stay together. I am of the opinion that it may be too late, and that really and truly, if we're going to save lives, and if we're going to allow people to develop, that perhaps we do have to sit down and discuss how exactly is it that we're going to have to go our separate ways. That's my opinion.
Okay, but judging from some of the positions you've adopted, then by 2018 you were saying restructuring Nigeria would be a waste of time. What is needed now is a separation and to allow all the groups go their separate ways. I'm only saying this to say you probably are having the same dilemma lots of people are having, because in the midst of what we're facing now, there's a cacophony of demand. So how do we go about identifying a robust way forward?
Absolutely, you're correct in those headlines. And I'm not the only person that seems to have this, if you like, confusion. But it's not confusion. It is a reaction of what partakes part time. And so yes, you're very correct, and I stand by those. I stand by those statements. Look, if we cannot have self-determination, and self-determination really is not secession. Self-determination is federalism. Let every state take care of itself. If we have a state that cannot even generate enough money to run its government in its state, then it has no business being a state. That it is only a state because there is oil coming from the Niger Delta. And so when you begin to calculate it from that angle, you can begin to see the problem that all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, and Nigeria is a country of several hundreds of ethnic nationalities that were brought together. And sit down and discuss. How do we move forward? Can we move forward as a country that contains all of these people? And if it is yes, then how? And if it is no, also how? We don't want bloodshed. We want to live in peace. But you can't have peace when you have some people roaming around with AK-47s, threatening all kinds of threats. Like 2 days ago or yesterday, I heard the Arewa youth, it may not be true, but I read it, that the Arewa youth are saying that on the 10th of September, on the 10th of April, there's going to be a massive whatever, and that they will teach the Igbo people one lesson or the other. Look, I mean, nobody has a monopoly on violence. Nobody has a monopoly on how to talk violently. But I don't think that really there is any true person that wants violence. It's just that we want justice, and we want equity, and we want liberty. We want to be free to develop our states, our communities. If we can't develop our states and our communities within Nigeria, then can we develop on our own outside of Nigeria? This is a question that must be answered if we are being truthful to ourselves. We did not bring Nigeria together as a country. The British did, but that's 100 years ago, and we must make the best.
Yeah, hello. You're
Yeah, I'm with
welcome back.
you.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
welcome back to the platform. Did you actually get her? Did you,
yeah, she said a lot. She said a whole lot there,
that's why I
and
said we
yeah,
need to talk
everything she
about
said
it.
is nothing but the truth. So she said a whole lot.
Yes.
You
And
know,
that was why I said I need to bring, you know, the video, you know, to the show tonight, and then let's listen to it once again, and then, you know, analyze and see, because she said so much.
so much. A whole lot has been going on in Nigeria as a whole. You know, from the government down to the insecurity, down to the economy, down to the health sector. You know, every part of this country is being
Is
affected
this is enough
negatively,
of
and that's why there's a
Sorry.
whole lot to say when it comes to Nigeria. There's a whole lot to say, and everything is just on the negative side. There's nothing good we want to talk about Nigeria except the weather. So there's nothing we want to talk about Nigeria except the weather. The weather is the
The
only good
weather
thing we
is
have.
even aggressive. The weather itself is even aggressive.
Yeah, when you go to the northern part of the country, the weather there is totally aggressive. But for here, at this area where I am, the weather is still okay. At least we still appreciate the weather better than the government. The government are just totally out of it, but the weather we can still appreciate it. Looking at the issue of the appointment of the new Inspector General of Police. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, look at the issue of the appointment of the new Inspector General of Police. First of all, it came sudden after much pressure on the government by different bodies trying to, kick against the extension of the general police tenure. We felt like probably the presidency were going to play a deaf ear forever. So terminating his appointment was kind of like sudden. Nobody expected it. And the very day his appointment was terminated, it was on a visit to Imo State police station that was burnt down. People were like, "Wow, this is strange." He left the headquarters that morning as Inspector General of Police, or for him to return that very day back to office as a former Inspector General of Police. It was quite sudden, and I believe he wasn't expecting it himself. So that was shocking and unexpected. But looking at okay, you want to say something, ma?
Yeah, yeah. I said, see, to me, all those things, before Buhari left Nigeria, it's been planned. It's been pre-planned. You know, the Inspector General of Police, trust me, is aware. Don't be surprised. Before you know it, you'll be given another appointment. Just check out the ones that was, dismissed some few months ago. At the end of the day, they just came out, and then before you know, they're giving them another appointment. People that didn't really do well, they didn't serve us well. So these people are saying, oh, it's he wasn't he took him unaware, he wasn't he this that, that, that. No, trust me, all these things
Well,
are they're all
well,
staged. These
actually,
Chinese, they know how they plan all those things, and they're carrying it out properly.
you see, the thing is, if you look at it, the period when this happened, the president wasn't around. Still receiving his medication wherever he went to, and that's to tell you that the president isn't the one really running the government in this country. There are a cabal of people, a caucus of people who actually determines what happens, who gets what's when and how in this country, according to Harold Laswell. So there is a sitting body in this country who determines what happens, not even the president. The president is not around when this decision was taken, but he was informed, I believe. So he was informed. He doesn't even know what's happening in the country. Even while he's around, he doesn't even know how the government is being run. Most times we hear the SGF talking, we hear additional talking. We will hardly hear the vice president talking. It is more of the speaker, the senate. Different whole lot of people who talk about what happens in this country, not even the president. So it's not really surprising that the president wasn't even around when this decision was taken. To tell you that the president doesn't really matter when it comes to making key important decision in this country. So it probably wasn't even part of the people who made the decision, but was informed. So looking at the issue of the background of the Inspector General of Police, that it's still from the north, and meanwhile it's supposed to go to somebody else or who, from the east. But the issue is, if we look at most of the key positions in the whole, major, the whole government body we have in Nigeria, we see that it is being headed by, all these northerners. So we're
Yes.
not surprised that, a new person from the north is heading this position again. That's always been the trend in this country for a very long time now, since the Buhari administration. So having somebody from the north become the new Inspector General of Police is not new, but it's something we are kicking against, something we've been fighting against. That was all about the NSAS and all that, because these are part of the issues, that has been, been on ground in this country, and we're trying to put an end to it. But a lot of people have failed to see the reason why people were protesting the other time when the protests were held, and now people are lamenting, they are complaining. What's the difference between Adamu and this new person who has just been appointed as the new
Usman,
Inspector?
Usman, the same Fulani man, Usman.
So
You
you
know.
see, and yeah, and this ought to be an office that should be rotated round so as to,
Yes.
reflect federal character. But this is not the case when it comes to Nigeria. Different the way the government is being, is being organized, is being run, is quite different from the way it ought to be. So it's sad that this is happening like this. This is not what we are expecting as citizens of this country, but there's nothing much we can do than to just accept our fate. Even the many who have tried, taking one or two steps, they are being harassed by the DSS, they are being, arrested by the police, being questioned and all that. We no longer have the freedom of speech to voice out in this country anymore. So a whole lot is happening in this country, and looking at the ethnic background and the issue of insecurity in the country, we see that what Nigeria need is something really serious. But where is our president today? Is the commander, you know, the commander in chief of the armed forces, not in with the country to address the issue of insecurity. To tell you that Nigeria is in a state of, I don't even know what to say. Nigeria is a state of, when they say Oyo, you're on your own. That is
Oh,
where we
yeah.
are
Oh,
right now.
yeah.
We're totally
Oh,
on
yeah.
our own. Yeah, because the president is not concerned, is not bothered about what's happening in the country, whether we are fine or not. What he's just concerned about is himself and his family. So he's just concerned just after his own benefit. He's not after what affects Nigeria as a whole. It's just those around him, for him and his own family member. That's just what he's after. And that's why we see that every decision the government is taking doesn't reflect mass interest. It reflects just the elite interest. You see, the interest of the elite is what the government is just protecting. When it comes to the mass interest, the interest of the people in general, this doesn't come into play at all. That is why you can see a whole lot of people are being kidnapped, a whole lot of people are being held, being held in captive, and the government are doing nothing serious about it. For a very long time now, the issue of the students from the government school that were kidnapped, nothing has been done. Those people they are still
Yes.
in the forest for a very long time now, and they've not been rescued. Renegotiation is going on. No serious, no combat action is being taken against these people. No rescue mission. Nothing is just taking place. But why the president has gone out to chill out, take care of his health, when he ought to be on the hot seat looking for how to rescue these people who he has sworn to protect. And it's kind of like we don't really understand what the purpose of this government is anymore. They don't understand the reason why we have this gun, the reason why we have the army and all that. We really don't understand what they are for anymore, because since they can no longer guarantee the protection and security of individual in the country, we're not safe. In a country whereby we have the army, we have the police, we have the navy, so many of them, keep mentioning them. We have so many of them, and yes,
Yeah.
people are being kidnapped on a daily basis. Nothing has been done. People cannot. You see, we are totally unsafe in this country called Nigeria,
Honest.
and nothing serious. So the issue of insecurity is totally in a very bad state. That and ethnicity itself is playing another greater role, because you see an Igbo man attacking a Yoruba man today, see how a Yoruba man attacking a Hausa man tomorrow, because of this same issue of insecurity. The issue of insecurity has brought about a whole lot of ethnic strife that nobody want to trust anybody anymore. That's the reason why a lot of people are asking for the secession. Everybody want to go on their own. Everybody want to have their own Udua. People want to have their
Yes.
own republic. Everybody want to go on their own, because it seems like we're no longer protecting the interest of everybody, but rather there seems to be this kind of like ethnic marginalization. The northern people are more concerned about amassing more words, more power to themselves. That is why you see they keep on putting themselves in all the major position in
Category
all the
places,
from
yes.
petroleum down to security. You find them heading the whole position.
Border,
You see,
ports.
there's no federal character being reflected when it comes to appointments in this country. There's no federal character. You look at the senators, look at the House of Rep, look at local. You see, just check out most of the key position in the government sector. It's being headed by people from the north. Few were just giving out to the north, to people from the south and the east. To tell you that there's no balance of power also in this country. The power has totally shifted to this north totally. So we totally have the north ruling the country, and nothing seems to be left for those from the south or from the west. And that's what have so many people agitating for, their own. They're just agitating for their own freedom. And a whole lot is happening in this country that really need God's intervention.
Like if you listen to that video very well, Madam Bridge, you find out that she said something. She said when she was being asked, "Is it that this things happening, it's coincidence or something?" She said, "No, it's not. It's something that's been pre-planned. It's just falling in place." And Muhammad Buhari and the Fulanis, they're not hiding it anymore. They don't care. People have been screaming, shouting, agitating for different things and all that, but he doesn't even care. Okay, the last time the same thing happened, the EFCC boss that was, they took off, then they brought the next person they brought was a northerner again. So, and people still came out, they were talking and screaming and all that. That's to tell you that these people are ready. They don't care what people say again. They don't care how people feel. So it's not left for us to just sit down. We can't watch them like that because we just have to. We have to take the bull by the horn. Everybody needs to speak out. We need to do something because these guys are mean, they're dangerous, and they're ready to do anything. You can see from the look of things, it's terrible. Do you know what? Let me just play. I'll play the next video from Pastor ITUAH. Let's listen to him and then
All right.
hopefully play it this time around.
Okay, we know the gatekeepers in Nigeria. We know the people that are holding this country by the jugular. There's not many of them. I don't think there's up to 1,000 of them, okay? Both federal and state level. We need to go to each one of them and speak to them and tell them, let my people go. To get the children of Israel out of Egypt, Moses had to go to Pharaoh and say to Pharaoh, let my people go so that they may worship God. So we need to go to Aso Rock, tell Buhari, let my people go. If Oshibado needs to be spoken to, we tell him. We need to tell the chief of staff. We need to tell all the various people working in various government agencies that this is the right thing to do in Nigeria. Why don't you do it? I hear that recommendations go to council. By the Council, they have increased the prices. What are they doing that for? We need to go to each person in Niger State, Mina. Let these people go. We need to go to the ones in Kaduna, the ones in Katsina, the ones in Kano, the ones in Ijebu, the ones in Anambra, the ones in Enugu, the ones in Rivers State, the ones in Bayelsa. We all know them. They are all gatekeepers of Nigeria, holding on to the resources of this country, not doing the things they need to do. Why do we have a law in Nigeria in 2021 that does not allow us to develop our natural resource? They say the thing belongs to the federal government, and the federal government capacity to develop it. Why are we wasting each other's time? There's bitumen in the ground, there's gold in the ground, there's all sorts of resources available, but the federal government won't develop it, and they won't change the law. We need to tell them that it is enough. We have more than enough to make Nigeria great. We don't need to import food. Why are we importing food? Why are we making a game of anchor borrower schemes and all kinds of things? People are just making money left, right, and center, even with vaccination. What kind of nonsense is all this? We need to tell them. We know each one of them, and we need to go and tell them and stop just talking generally in the air. If we keep talking generally in the air, nobody will take responsibility. We need to take up Bola Tinubu. You want to be president of Nigeria. Why do you want to be president? What do you want to achieve? What is your plan for Nigeria? And even with the Lagos state that you have. I went to Ajegunle the other day. I went to Bariga the other day. People are living on a slum. They're living on rubbish heap, and we're running all over the place. Why don't we develop Lagos and make sure that everybody in Lagos has a comfortable home, is able to live very well? Why are we running up and down Federal looking for power in Aso? Resource in Lagos to develop Lagos? Why are we looking for this? I told my Igbo brothers, why are you bothering with Nigeria? You have more than enough money among yourselves. You are rich people. Why don't you take your money back to Anambra and all those places and develop Imo and build up Imo and make sure Imo becomes the Dubai of Nigeria? Why are you wasting your time? Why don't you go into the ground and dig up your gold? Why are you waiting to hold you this and that? The people must move. We must talk to each one of these gatekeepers. Enough is enough. Why are you holding the people of God down? What is the problem? How much money do you want? How long is a man going to live? I'm 60 now. How much life does one have left? How much energy do you have? How many clothes are you going to wear? There are people dying. There are people dying. My president leaves this country and goes to London for medical treatment. What for? I can only forgive him because of his age. But honestly, why would they do that? Imagine Biden coming to Nigeria saying he's coming to look for medical treatment. What kind of nonsense is that? When some of the best doctors in the world are Nigerians. I can tell you that in his medical protocol, this man, Buhari, there will be at least 4 Nigerians looking after him because they are stranded in England, not being able to come back to Nigeria to use their resource. Nigeria has exported all its competent hands, thrown them into the sea, and they are working for other nations, building other nations. You have 8 Nigerians in Biden's cabinet, 8 of them young people doing all sorts of fantastic things for him, writing his speeches, making his policies. And if those people come to Nigeria, we will frustrate them. They'll be jobless. What kind of nonsense is this? It's enough. Honestly, it is enough. And we must tell each one of them and name them and tell them, this is wrong in Nigeria. You must stop it. What are you looking for power for? What are you looking for power for? Just to put people in bondage? For how long? It's enough. Honestly, it is enough. We all have more than enough to eat and to survive. If we all are honest with
Hello.
Hello, I hear you.
Welcome back. Peter, did you
Another
hear
wonderful one again.
Pastor ITUAH speak? Let my people
Another one.
go. This is like the the, the, the,
People
the
go.
children of the Israelites and Pharaoh. He
Days of
said it
days of
all. He nailed it. These are the kind of men of
exactly.
God we want, not the ones romancing them in Asura, not the ones, hiding the real truth, the real thing under their tongue, and then coming out to just do us. The more you look, the less you see. These are the kind of people we need. If more of them can come out and speak out, even with the Muslims, the affairs or the affairs, I think Nigeria, things will begin to change. He just said it
Honestly,
all.
see, that's why most times I love to tell people that religion in this country has been politicized, while politics has been
Yes.
regionalized. Because we tend to worship our political leaders, and in religion, if we play politics or religion. You see, if many of these our religious leader happen to preach more about politics and encourage their members to engage in the political activities of their state, of this country, would have more people, advocating and agitating for better governance. But many of them have been preached to the extent that they've been brainwashed that they feel relaxed that what they are after is heaven, and they're not concerned about what happens here on earth or what happens, about their government. So most Nigerians are chasing heaven, and they've left, they're here on, they believe here is hell. Let them suffer here in hell while they go to heaven and enjoy. You can imagine a large number of people who are Jehovah's Witness do not take part in politics. So I'll tell you that there is a part of Nigerian who actually are who are political apathetic. They do not want to partake in politics because of religion. And while there are others as well who are too religious that they do not want to concern themselves with anything called politics or anything called politics. Because I believe politics is a dirty game. Now, that is why I so much love this person called Father Reverend Ulomo. He has one of the Nigerian preacher that I've so much admired and followed on Facebook.
Yes.
The man has always agitated for, Nigerians taking up their right and going straight to the House of Rep, to the Senate House, to also Rock, to demand for their rights. That all this crusade, all these pastors are holding at different streets, blocking the roads, making people to stop. They should take those crusade down to the House of Assembly, down to the Senate House, down to us. That those are the places where we have our enemies. The enemies we are fighting against, every day, casting and biding, they are not our sisters, they're not our brothers,
Mhm.
but rather they are these politicians who are looting our resources, denying us of our basic amenity because there is too much blackout. That is why we keep on seeing, people having this bad nightmare. Everywhere is blackout, so you keep on having nightmares. But imagine where there's lights 24 hours. I don't know if you have a time to have that nightmare. And the reason why we keep on seeing death on the road, people dying, unexpectedly, and we start praying against unexpected death, is because we have bad roads. But if these roads they are well fixed, we have lights, we have water. You can imagine there was a time when some picture went viral of people trying to scoop water out from the mud, out from the bush, out from the dry land. You can imagine there is no water in this country, there's no light, there's you see all the basic amenity which the government ought to first of all provide for its citizens as its primary responsibility, they are all absent. None of them are available. We are lacking in everything. So that is why and that you see, that pastor said everything. The gatekeepers, we all know them, and they still keep on
Yes.
coming to us to campaign that we should vote them. And you still see these gullible Nigerians, just because they are being given 1 or 2 thousand naira, being given one or being given another false promise, they still support these people. They still clap for them. They still keep on fighting for them. And those are the people I just really pity. I don't know why they are so ignorance of the truth. You see something like, this person is responsible for your, for your state of, this poor state you are, but because he has given you 1,000 naira, you feel that 1,000 naira settles everything and you're willing to do anything for him. You see, a lot of Nigerians that are still ignorant, they are still illiterate, they do not really understand what it means to stand for their rights, even at the face of 1,000 naira or 10,000 naira. You see, they need to stand up, we need to wake up, we need to be political conscious, we need to be conscious enough to know what is right and what is wrong, and to know what to do at the right time, at the right place, and the right action to take. All these things, we need to put them right. And that is why I say we should face these gatekeepers. The gatekeepers are the people we need to challenge our problem to.
Yes.
By the time we
Yes.
face these gatekeepers, that is when we begin to face our problems. But if we do not face these gatekeepers, the gates will remain shut. Our people will remain within the building and will be shouting, or outside the building shouting, and nothing will happen. And that is why I love what Chori has been doing for a very long time now. You see him taking the fight straight to the government, taking the fight straight to the inspector, to
I
the
admire his
police,
courage also. I also admire his
it's
courage.
taking the right people, the people who are causing the problem we have in this country. He takes the problem straight down to them. And that guy has been in detention several times. He has been arrested, has been brutalized, he has been harassed on several occasions because he's fighting for the people. But yet, you see the people that is fighting for fighting against him. That's the problem we have in this country. While you're trying to fight for them, they fight against you. You see that when you see the people you are fighting for are also fighting against you. That is why we see our governments they get away easily because we ourselves we are not united. The masses are not united. Until the masses are united, this elite will never be scared of us. And they are good at
That's
using the colonial method of division. They are good at dividing people against themselves. By the time they meet a few group of people, they bribe them, they settle them, they promise them here all nonsense. You see those people now, they will start fighting against, you know, their fellow brothers and sisters who are trying to demand for their own rights. See, that's the problem we have in this country. We are not united as a whole, just because some few set of people are still gullible and ignorant of, of where they are. They still don't know where they are and where they ought to be at this point in time. They feel they are where they are, where they should be, but that is not where they should be. And actually, we really need to face these gatekeepers. We need to deal with this gatekeeper. And if we do not deal with these gatekeepers, we will continue to remain in bondage. I can imagine
going
if
nowhere.
Moses had Pharaoh, Israelites wouldn't have gotten the freedom they had today. So until we
No.
confront, probably we need a Moses that already developed. Maybe we've not gotten our Moses, and that's where we are today.
That's true because he also said we must hold our leaders, responsible because they are all, they said he said we must hold our leaders responsible for all the ongoing crisis in Nigeria, and that's true. They are behind it. It's obvious because they're not doing anything about it. See the girls, the school they went to kidnap the students, nothing. They just,
Yeah,
I saw a
because
video. You need to see what these guys are doing with the girls. They're messing the girls up. I saw the video. I was like, God. In the process, I think one of them lost their dad. One of the girls lost her dad. How can you see that kind of video? Messing up your daughter, and it's barbaric. It's I don't know what to say. It's just it's
yeah, so many
Nigeria. And
heartbreaking videos out there.
yeah, yeah. And with this, I can see from this video, I can see that Pastor Itoa is also agitating for, Odu and Yoruba Nation and the Biafra Republic. Do you understand? Because Igbos, they've got good things. They've got the resources. The Yorubas, the Southwest, they've got the resources. The South, they've got the resources. They can make use of it. But these people that they know they've got nothing, they're just holding on to it. They don't want to let go. They just feel it's their birthright. And it takes us to the next question. Today is World Health Day, right?
Yeah,
What is the situation of our healthcare system in Nigeria? President Muhammadu Buhari, whether he is or he is not the one, we don't know. As long as he's the one representing the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, is in the United Kingdom for medical checkup. He's been here for over 100 times since he came into power. Sometimes it will stay up to 3 months, you know, with our resources. And it's the same person before he came into power that talked about how the healthcare system will be fixed, how this and that will be, he said so many things. And some people from UK here, some Nigerian citizens took to the street of UK, Abuja House to be precise, asking him to go back. Go and fix Nigeria. Because every year there is budget for the clinic at the hospital, Asu Rock Hospital. Where are the billions going to?
honestly. Honestly, the health system in Nigeria is as worse as our security, system. They like just the way there is high level of security in Nigeria, there is high rates of health problem in Nigeria. And according to World Health Organization, Nigeria has been rated 139th and 137 among the 191,
You don't mean it.
health member states that have issues in this world. So Nigeria is actually, you know, we're trying to come up, but we're not actually where we're supposed to be. We've not met the international standard. We have a lot of brain drain in this country. A lot of medical doctors who are ought to be practicing in this country have all located to other countries. They've all migrated. They've left this country, to see greener pastures. A lot of nurses, a lot of great professionals that would have really contributed to our health sectors. They've all left because the governments are not providing the sustainable environment, the suitable environment for them to actually practice their profession. So the government does not encourage our doctors, does not encourage a lot of the health workers, and that's why they've left this country to other countries that they have been appreciated. We check most of the professionals out there. You find that most of them are Nigerians. Of the doctors out there, they are Nigerian. Nurses, they are on. They are many of them are
Yeah, even the
Nigerians.
ones, even some that will be taking care of this Buhari.
Yeah, majority of them are Nigerians. To tell you that we have great number of doctors, great number of nurses, great number of if you keep on mentioning, we have a whole lot of health workers who are outside Nigeria, and they're not. But we also have good number of health workers in this country, but the system isn't the system isn't just working right at all. System isn't just where it's supposed to be. The health system in this country is poor. That and for the few ones that are available, they are so expensive that if you're not having up to 10,000 naira and above, you cannot even see a doctor, to consult. For just consultants, if you have to have 10,000 naira and above, you can imagine a petty trader who isn't earning up to 1,000 naira per day, taking 10,000 naira to go and consult a doctor. That's why I see many of them resort to traditional medicine. See many of them go take herbs and all that. So they do not have even the time to go through a test to know what actually their problem is. They have to, go back to herbs. And a lot of people still deal with their bow and all that because they cannot afford, a hospital because the hospital are so expensive, and the public hospital we have, they are overcrowded. If you go to a government hospital, you see crowds of people trying to, see the doctor, and the doctor will not be around or be busy, or today they're on strike, tomorrow they're on leave, the other day they're striking again. By the time they come again, so there's a lot happening in this country. Even presently, we have the resident doctors on strike. They are on strike because they have not their their demands have not been met. We have the academic student union still on strike. We have a whole lot of people who are on strike right now, and they're having the health workers join would be a terrible situation, which we pray do not happen, because they've been making the plans to join the strike very soon. I don't know if they've joined. You see, the health sector in Nigeria, it's so poor that a common
Very,
man
very poor.
cannot afford going to the hospital than to go, elsewhere to seek for medical attention. So it's so bad that we don't actually have what other people are enjoying in the Europe and all that. And our president is another clown of a person who had made promise while he was coming to power that he would
Oh my
never,
God.
travel abroad for medical treatment if he becomes the
Can
president.
imagine.
But the opposite happened to be the case when he became the president. And even the government before him never went abroad as he has done in his tenure as president to
Yes.
seek medical attention abroad.
Yes.
This is the worst. Even Yaradua that we lost wasn't going abroad like this. We lost him. But
This
Buhari
is the
has gone on
worst
several
so
occasions, and
far.
we wish we could just lose him so we can move ahead. But keep on going and coming, and it's so bad that he's not concerned about fixing the health system here. And if you know that he's so sick that he needs to be treated every time, why is he not making the hospital in this country to be functional?
Accessible.
I really
Yes.
wish the lockdown is still in place so that he doesn't have the chance of traveling abroad. So many of them had learned when the lockdown, took place the last time, that nobody
They
could
died.
travel. I thought
Yeah.
perhaps by then they would have fixed the health system and all that. But we are surprised they haven't done anything. They haven't learned from what happened, and the president is still busy traveling around to seek medical attention. It's sad. I really wish Nigerians can really hold him there and give him a little lesson comes back to this country. So maybe next time he wouldn't try to take a plane out of this country for medical attention again.
I know. Honestly, you need to see what is really happening there every day. The people they troop in there every day. And what happened again was surprised some days ago because someone rang me and said, "Do I know what just happened?" I said, "No, what?" She said to me that they're actually giving 75 pounds to people to go and stand in front of the Abuja house and support, because they've seen a lot of Nigerians go there, and pour out their annoyance and say a lot of things. So they now went, and the Buhari version now went and got, some group of people, giving them 75 pounds, as I was told, to go and stand. And they were there. We love Buhari, and they were praying, quoting the Bible, the Quran, and all that. And I was like seriously, for 75
Exactly,
pounds.
exactly what I was saying. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. That the elites have the resources and they have the capability to always instigate some few set of ignorant Nigerians to always praise the government, whereas there's nothing there to be to be talking about them. You see, those are the few people who are gullible, who are ignorant, who are the I don't know what to call them. I don't want to use a very foul language here. So these are the few people who do not really want the progress of this country. They're the people who will keep on deceiving themselves, thinking they are the world. They're deceiving themselves. These are the people who have not been allowing this country to progress. Can imagine those people now, they are there praising the government when they are not supposed to, just to show eye service, and to be to earn a little penny that wouldn't last them,
You know,
it
and they
won't last
forget
them.
about their families back
How many they're
home.
going to spend that.
Yeah.
I don't know how many they're going to
They
spend
are
that,
here
and
with,
it'll be gone.
I'm telling you, they are here with their family. They've got good medical care here. They've got lights, the roads are good,
They
but
should have come to Nigeria
they just
to
completely forgot about the people back home.
they should have come to Nigeria. I wish they came down to Nigeria to stage that protest or that move. I think they would have gotten a very good welcome and a good applause. Nigeria would have clapped for them. They had done that in Nigeria. They are lucky they did that over there, not in Nigeria. I advise them to come down to Nigeria to do the part two of it, and they wouldn't tell the story after. You see, why Nigerians are really bitter and angry at what's happening in the country. It's funny that some few set of ignorant fellow are doing what they did the other time. I really wish they did that in Nigeria. They would have gotten some good clap. I wouldn't say beating. They won't be. I won't say beating. They would have gotten. They would have clapped for them, and they will learn their lesson.
It's a shame anyway. It's a big shame, for us to have those kind of people, living among us. Anyway, it's normal. You have the good, the bad, the ugly. You can't do without those people. But it's just with this present things happening in Nigeria, the killings and all that is just too much. Just this evening, someone sent me a video in just 2 days ago that was Imo State breakout, prison break. Today, someone sent me a video in Akwa Ibom State where I don't know what happened, between the military and some people. Their cars were being burnt down, and then the next thing, the military went today and they were burning people's properties, shops, cars, innocent people.
See,
This
the problem
fire
is it's only
shooting. You'll be surprised that, sorry, you'll be surprised that the Sambisa forest is there. The Boko Haram, the Fulani Ensmen, the
exactly.
terrorists that Gumi goes to visit and all that, they didn't go there. They didn't go to drop bomb in Imo State. They were going to drop a bomb on ordinary security people trying to protect their citizens, and they left the forest where these terrorists, where these people, gang rape people, kidnappers, and killing people are. They didn't go to bomb there. That is where you look at that. Buhari and the Fulanis, they are not ready. They don't give a damn. I'm sorry. They've got thick balls. They're so strong. They don't care what people say now. They know that a lot of people, they know the secret, what is happening. So they just want to do whatever they want to do, and people will just shout and talk. But you know, things really, really need to be done in a strong way. I'm in support of this um, Odua nation and the Biafra because it's getting too much. There must be a change, and the change must start from somewhere. So
Yeah.
it's so sad. It's really sad for us to see this happening because Buhari is the worst so far, the worst ever.
So it happens in Nigeria.
And we don't even understand who is there, if it's Buhari or we've had so much, but we don't care. But there's somebody there representing him and representing the president of Nigeria. So whoever that person is, that person is mean. It's just mean.
Yeah, honestly,
It's
that's
so
why
sad.
every time when you watch the news, all we get to see are the killings in the north, the bombing in the south, the kidnapping in the north, how government has done this, how government has done that. There's nothing good about the news these days. Whenever you sit in front of your TV, there's nothing good on the TV these days except you watch an African drama or music. Once you tune to the your channels, your TVC arise to watch news, all you get to hear of is something terrible has happened. Nothing good on the news this day. And the government seems not to be concerned. They are not moved, they are not bothered. All they are concerned is their allowance, that they are getting. As long as it is not being disturbed, you are not bothered. And the north has become a hostile environment that is totally inhabitable for anybody who is not from the north. And the government seems to be, nonchalant about it. They are just displaying a nonchalant attitude towards that. And for the southern and the eastern parts and the western parts, here you see it's so easy for the army to carry out it's so easy for them to carry out actions on all this, little innocent citizen here. Whenever any little thing happens, you see them coming out in numbers and troop, trying to form gallant and all that, trying to harass people, intimidate people, just because the people are not armed, they are not bandits, they are not from the north, they are not northerners, they are not Fulanis. They just harass them anyhow. When it comes to northerners, comes to the band, it comes to the headsmen, they treat them. It seems like we have different class of Nigerians, and
Yeah.
the northerners, the Fulani have to be among the first and second class, while we have the other class. Now, other Nigerians now are the other class, and we are being treated just like others. While the Fulani, the headsmen, and the rest are being treated as first class citizens, second class citizens, because you see, why would a bandit carry out, an attack and nothing serious is being done, than paying these people for carrying out such, evil action? They'll kidnap people, they'll be paid, and this money is not being traced. These people are not being traced, people are not being arrested. Even the Boko Haram that were apprehended years ago, those people, they were rehabilitated and returned back to society, and this has
Into even
gotten
the
us
military,
nowhere.
into the military,
You
into
can
the
imagine.
military
Now this
even.
has gotten us nowhere, and yet you see plans being made that these bandits should be rehabilitated again. The government should open up, a rehabilitation stuff, and they should welcome this bandit, train them, and settle them, negotiate. People who have committed serious crimes should be welcomed with open hand. I don't understand how these people reason. You see, they make us feel as if those of us who being a good citizen, we are the one committing crimes, while these bandits, the herdsmen, are the one doing us good. You can imagine. So
Yes.
the country has so much encouraged kidnapping, and that's why we see a whole lot happening. The country has so much encouraged insecurity, there's also a whole lot happening because these people were empowered with all these weapons by the politicians. Because let's ask ourselves the truth: how did they get all these weapons? How did they how did they amass all these rewards to purchase the weapon, to get these vehicles, to get those armories and all that? So this money is not falling down from heaven. It's coming from all these politicians. They are the ones sponsoring this people, the one feeding us food. You see, it's it's kind of like it's somehow for us to say that this bandit, this herdsmen, this Boko Haram that are terrorizing this country are just here in Nigeria, not outside Nigeria, and they cannot be apprehended. How big is our forest that these people cannot be fished out?
Tell me
Not a
about it.
single person has been apprehended. Not one has been executed,
Not
just to
one.
serve as a lesson to others. Like, okay, this person has been caught and executed just to serve as, a lesson to others, or justice for what has happened. No justice has been served. Can you imagine for how many months now people are being kidnapped, people are being killed, people are being bombed. The only thing that has happened are Boko Haram that are being sent back to society, armies are being killed on a daily basis, soldiers are being executed, soldiers are living in the, you see, a lot of terrible things are happening in this country and no justice has been served. All we see the government, just being self-centered, and the president going on, medical treatment, going on other foreign business, foreign trips, and giving so-called to other nation and other state, whereas its own state is not at peace.
It's in a mess.
It's a total mess. So we see that's why this country cannot progress more than where it is. And all we see are other great politicians who are still after their own selfish interests and stomach infrastructure, still coming out to campaign that they have interest to rule this country, whereas they have not been able to do anything, visible, that we can see that yes, this person, has the capacity to change this country. We do not need leaders, we do not need president. What we need are people who can change, revolutionary leaders who can change this country, people who can really turn things around, who can fix things, who can put things right. We don't just need politicians to come and handle the political office anymore. We need people who can change this government for us. So we really need change in this country and know what we're experiencing right now. And to be honest, this country is not safe for anyone right now. It's not safe for we talking ourselves because they don't know what can happen. They can watch this video tomorrow, they start looking for us. You see, it's so terrible that in this country we can no longer speak freely, we can no longer act freely, we can no longer protest which ought to be our normal right. We can no longer engage in it. A lot of students at home have been a victim of strike over times. I graduated some years back, and up to now I've not been able to go for my service just because the system is not working right. You see, the academic sector is not being catered for. The health sector is totally is not well taken care of just because of the COVID-19. A little investment was made into that sector, but yes, we are not where we're supposed to be, and the state of insecurity is just totally out of it. It's just totally out of it. The state of insecurity here is just totally out of it. There's nothing that is just working in this country at all, except for corruption. Corruption is working perfectly fine.
Someone said, just leave your problem in Nigeria and do not bring them to the US. But we cannot. We've got families back home, you know. This is what
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
it's
We've got
easy for that
families,
person
we've got loved ones.
to yeah, it's so easy for that person to upset so because the person is not here in this country. It's easy for
No.
for the person to say so, but there are a whole lot of Yeah, we have over 200 million people living in this country. So when we say leave the problem in Nigeria, it means you are leaving 200 million people in serious problem and no solution. So we really need to fight for this country because it affects you wherever you are. Whatever happens in this country affects every Nigerian wherever they are because they look at whenever they talk about Nigeria, you are a representative of Nigeria wherever you are. So until the
Yes.
problem of Nigeria has been fixed at home, you're kind of like a problem to other countries. No country respects us in Nigeria if Nigeria is not doing fine. So exactly that's the
Oh,
main reason why we need to fix our country because that's the only way you can gain respect outside Nigeria. If not, to be the image Nigeria possesses is the way the whites will look at you, even fellow African country will look at you because of look at you just the way your country is. So we're trying to fix the problem in Nigeria for you to live a comfortable life outside Nigeria.
it's so sad, you know. I just don't know. I'm just reading some comments here that I can't even, you know, display them because a lot of people are just angry. You know, they don't want to hear this thing Nigeria. They don't want to. They just don't want to have anything to do with Nigeria. They don't want to like. But you can't. You think about your generation, your children, your unborn children generation. You know. So we don't want to be like after everything we are old and gray. We've gone. They now start calling us names. We're lazy. We didn't do anything to help. You know, we didn't speak out, even if it's just
Okay,
sorrow
sorry, I
soaking.
guess.
Let's, you know.
Okay, sorry, I guess I have to leave right now. Maybe I'll join again later.
Okay, no worries. We're even rounding up. We've said it all.
All right.
It's just what we wanted to say. So, if you're just joining us, this is Makamas Hangout TV. Please help us like, share, follow us on our Facebook page, Makamas Hangout, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Makamas Hangout TV. I want to say thank you to every one of you that have been part of the show. All your comments, we really appreciate them. We're taking them on board. Whether you want us to leave the issue of Nigeria back home in Nigeria or to continue, we'll continue saying it because if it's not now, tomorrow our children and unborn children, they're gonna hold us accountable for this, and we don't want that. So my name is Anne once again, and we're discussing about Nigeria at a crossroad and the ethnic agitation. A lot of people are coming out to groups are coming out to agitate for different things. So with the looks of things and the way the president Muhammadu Buhari is going, he's showing no concern, nonchalant attitude. He doesn't care. I think that's just the best thing for us. So forget about maybe your brother, your wife, or your sister, or your husband is a senator, member of House of Reps, or whatever you're benefiting. Think about the future, and think about the plans these people are having. The Fulani houses, they've got terrible. They don't have something good for us. So let's think about all that and then put on our thinking caps. I've showed you videos of our pastor ITUAH and Madam Bridge. They've spoken. If you're just joining us after the show, you can go back and watch the video, listen to it, and also please don't forget to drop your comments at the comment section. Whatever you feel, whatever thing you have in mind, your take on this, feel free to drop it at the comment section. And also, please like us and follow us on our Facebook page and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Till I come your way again, it's me, your girl, Anne, and this is Makamas Hangout. Take care. Bye-bye. Good night.
Welcome to Mackenba's Hangouts Online TV, where you can get unending, entertaining, educating, and informative content at your fingertips. Don't forget, at NHTV, we share ideas, stories, business tips, and help to promote your products and services. You can join our streams of subscribers and follow us on YouTube and Facebook today. Makemba's Hangout TV, making it possible.